Hello family, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to be telling you the things you should do once you get into the UK. I know moving all your bag, all your life, and migrating to a new country is just like being thrown in the ocean and you are left alone to find your way if you don't have all these informations. These videos I'm making, there are things I was searching for when I was coming to the UK that I didn't have. So I said, there's no way once I know these things, I'm going to be doing all the videos to show someone in case you're also looking for these questions and you need answers to them. So these are the things you should do, or I would advise you to do once you get into the UK to make your transition, your settling more easy. The first thing is congratulations. Even if you're not here in the UK, don't worry, you're going to get here and you will need this video. So please watch to the end and remember to press the subscribe button to join the family. One tip I will remember to tell you is don't buy. See, once you're landing the airport, don't buy SIM from the airport. I bought my SIM, the one I'm using just now. I bought it £30. How much is £30 in Nigerian naira? I bought it £30 because I was naive, because I was impatient. I just wanted to phone my husband, to phone my family to say, hello, I'm already in the UK. Meanwhile, I could have easily connected to the Wi-Fi in the airport, communicated with them via WhatsApp, and buy the SIM on the high street or any other place apart from the airport. Though it was a package, but £30 is a lot of money for someone who is just coming to the UK and you don't know how much you're still going to be spending. So please, number one tip, don't buy SIM in the airport. SIM they sell sometimes £5, £10, £4. I bought it 30 because I bought it from the airport. So that is one tip before we even get into the video. So that is what you shouldn't do. And these things are in no particular order, so don't say you have to do this before the other one. Make sure you get your BRP card because it takes 10 days when you're in the UK for you to get your BRP card. But sometimes, like I've said in one of my videos, it can exceed. Like my husband's one was more than, and I know people who their BRP card didn't come in within 10 days, but it shouldn't bother you. But make sure you're on top of it. You keep asking and you don't forget to go and collect your BRP card. That is what shows that you're really in the country residing, and that's where you have your national insurance number, where you have a number that will show that you can work, you're legal in the country. Your BRP card is very, very, very important. Don't forget to collect your BRP card. Another thing people take for granted is the first day you come to the country to try to shut down and rest, because you're going to have jet lag. I mean the difference, especially if you're from a place where the time is way different. Like when I came to the UK from Dubai was 4 hours ahead of the UK. So by the time I got to the UK was still in their day, but naturally where I'm coming from, it was already night. So I had this jet lag. I didn't feel really comfortable. My sleep pattern was all changed. So remember to try to shut down, drink a lot of water when you're even in the plane, and when you land, try to relax and rest. And when you've rested, try to walk about. Especially if you're coming and you're going to resume a job, you have to take the bus to your workplace the first day, you don't want to go late. Try to walk around to see your nearest bus stop, how you get on the bus. In fact, when I came, I didn't know I had to like get cash, because the part I started from, they don't take card, they take only coins. If you're going to drop £5, which is notes, you will not get your coins back, and the whole trip maybe is about £1.70. I had no coins on me. I had to pay paper, which was £5, and they didn't give me change back because the bus, that particular bus, was not giving change. So make sure you find out if you're going to walk, will you need coins, will you need money, can you use your card? There are buses that can also do contactless. They can allow you to use your card to pay. But what if the bus you're going to take to work does not do that? You're either going to lose it. That day I lost my money because I was supposed to pay £1.75 to where I was going to work, but I ended up paying £5 because they don't give change and I didn't have any coins on me, and nobody gives about you here. They may not even talk to you. If they like you, they will talk, but everybody mind their business. So there was no way I would go like, please can you dash me £1.75, mean that I'm just new. So find out all these things. Know your nearest bus stop, know the bus number that you need to take to work. Is it X7, is it E something, what number, what do you need to do to get to work? Because on your first day at work, of course you don't want to be late. Of course you're just new and you may get the support of your work team, but it is not going to represent you well if on your first day you're lost somewhere because you don't know the way to your work, or you don't know the right bus to take. So make sure you find out all those things and walk about, take a walk around you and learn to know what is going on around you. Because I remember The first day I came, I wanted toiletries, I wanted to get some things, and I slept. By the time I woke up, it was already 5 to 6. Around 6 o'clock, and I was walking on the high street down in England. I was looking for something, and all the shops were all closed because shops close really early here. And because I did not know and I had no one to ask, I just did not know it was possible. Because coming from Dubai where shops work 24 hours, I just felt I could wake up anytime and just walk to the street and get what I want. So it is better you make your inquiry to find out what is happening around you, especially if it's your first time, because then you're going to be lost. And don't be afraid to ask questions. What that will happen is they will say no, or the ones that will happen is somebody will not answer you. But it is better to ask and get told, get directed, than you just acting on what you know, because this is not your country. No matter how you've been an expat, where in other countries this is the place you're just coming for the first time. So learn to ask questions, walk about, get your BRP card. I've said that. Open a bank account. Opening a bank account is very important in this country because you need it, of course, for your salary, for your transactions. And let me tell you what I learned when I came here about bank account is you have to book appointment. We booked appointment that lasted us 2 hours each. When we went to open our account, because we came in group, we lasted us 2 hours. They will ask you everything. They will read all the code and conduct. They will read all the declaration. You're going to sign this, you're going to sign that. But at the end of the day, it was worth it. And be careful, they're going to be offering you a lot of cards. They will offer you overdraft, which is just like giving you a free money in your account that you can spend at any time. Be careful not to be spending those things. They'll give you credit card where you can borrow money and pay back. Be very careful with all those offers they're going to be giving you when you get into the country, because this is a way to lure you into borrowing. An average person in the UK lives on debt, on mortgage, on overdraft, on credit card, on debt. And you see them living big. So it's better you learn to understand that you're new in this country. You don't want to create a bad record for yourself, especially since you're not a citizen yet. When you want to apply for your house, you're going to have all this credit score against you. So you need to protect your account, protect the things you buy, the things you don't buy, and be careful how you accept offers that are too good to be true. Like somebody will say overdraft, they will give you 1,000 in your account, and you think you can just use it anyhow you want, and whenever you need money you just go and you lavish it. But remember, those things are going to show that at some point in your life in the country you were in debt, you were owing the bank those money. Even though it was in your account, it is still borrowing. So it doesn't show that you're a good financial manager if you're going into overdraft or you're using your credit card and you're not paying back. So you need to be very careful when you're doing all of this. So when you open your bank account, it is what will help your employer to pay you. Most of the time your employer will give you a letter to cover you, to say yes, you work with them and yes, you're in this account, so it won't be a problem. And once you have your address also, it will also help in the UK. Register to vote. Voting is not mandatory. You're not going to be forced to vote, but it is mandatory and very important for you to register to vote. So all you need to do is either you go online or you go to your local library, post offices, find out where you can register to vote. I did mine online. My husband did his online. As long as you're 18 and above, you have the legal responsibility to cast your vote. So you need to register. And once you want to register, do it online. Once it's time for voting, you can ask to get your voter's card at home. They'll just send it to you by post. I have few voter's cards that have been sent through my post. They'll just send it home to you. You fill it and you just send it back for free if you're interested in the political system. If not, it's better to just do it. Just do it for the sake of doing it. And when you will register, it will add to your credit score. When you want to apply for your mortgage, or you want to loan money, when you want to buy a car, all this will show that you're a responsible citizen because you have registered to vote. I don't know if you're going to be a nurse or someone who has got a job before they come into the country, so you may have your national insurance number already attached to your BRP card. But if your national insurance number is not with your BRP card, remember to apply for your national insurance number, because without your NI number, you are not allowed to work in the UK. That is why once you're on visitor visa, you cannot work because you don't have the NI number. But if you're on tier 2, some other type of visa, you can apply to work in the UK. And once you have the national insurance number, it shows that you're ready to work and you're able to work in the UK. It is nothing serious. It's just, they'll just ask you a few questions. Why do you want to work? What job do you think you want to do? Just a little interview they will ask you, and they will give you the number. So remember to get your national insurance number. But if you already have your BRP, you're already a nurse, or you had a job before you come, just look at the back of your card and that is where you see your NI number. That number is what you're going to be using for loads and loads of things in the UK. Don't isolate yourself. I've always said this. I know I'm not a good example, but I've joined groups on Facebook that really helped. When I first came to this country, I was like, where will I start from? When my family were coming, how will I stock the house? How will I furnish the house? These small groups, you don't know how powerful they are. Don't isolate yourself to say nobody's talking to you. These small groups are very supportive. Like the one I have where I'm living is a small group that help. In fact, someone will just come online and say, I just moved to this place and my house is empty, can I please get help? And they will furnish the whole house for the person. So you see somebody will say, I have television, do you want to come and pick it, or should I drop it off for you? I've got sofa, do you want to come and pick it? I've got kitchen utensils, I've got blankets, I've got bed, I've got this. They will just keep helping. Even online, you can ask questions like when I just came, I'll ask, where can I get these? Just ask and they will just support you. They will drop their random question. Either you're trying to move, join those groups on Facebook. Go to Facebook and search your community where you're living. Check their Facebook group. There's no way you're not going to get something. There's marketplace where you can get cheap things. There are free groups in my community. There are school groups, class groups where your children can mingle, meet friends. You parents can mingle. Street groups. Look for those small groups and ask questions, walk about. Don't just go and be buying things that are expensive, because when I came to the UK, I almost did not have enough money to last me until I got my first salary, because I didn't have some of the tips I have just now. If I know what I know now, oh no, I won't make those mistakes. Ask questions where you can find cheap restaurant if you're going to be eating in a restaurant, where you can find cheap things, where you can buy cheap house furnitures. There are cheaper options for you. Just like coming to the country and trying to shop at Sainsbury's, where there's Aldi, there's Asda, you know. So if you don't ask, you're not going to know. Remember to follow all rules and regulations. Not just because you're a foreigner, you're very obvious, but because you want to protect your integrity. They take law, they take time, they take rules as very important in the UK. You cannot just misbehave. It's going to stand against you on the judgment day. So try as much as possible. Even if that thing is pushing you to say misbehave, tell the person or tell that thing, no, thank you very much, I'm not going to misbehave, don't mind my voice, but please try to follow rules and regulations. Something as small as breaking the rule can stop you or can delay your progress or your process when you're trying to apply for your indefinite leave to remain, or when you're trying to apply for your citizenship. It is very important that you try to obey rules. These things, nobody will come to your house to come and arrest you, or nobody will even talk to you, but the day you are going to apply, they will just play your record of sin, just like the judgment day. They'll just play it and say, behold your sin, you did not obey the traffic light, you did not register to vote, you were over speeding, you did not pay your tax, you did not pay your this thing, you have over borrowed, you are in credit, you are this, you're that, and those things will just delay you. So try to behave well, try to be responsible, and even if you're not a good person, just to pretend to be a good person for your own good. At least don't break laws, respect people, treat people nicely, and you also be treated nicely. I'll give you additional tips. One of the tips I'm going to give you is, remember, if you're going to be driving in the UK, if you think in the future there's tendency that you're going to buy a car, you're going to drive, try to learn to drive at least a little bit. Learn to even turn the neck of the steering before you leave your country, because learning to drive in the UK is very expensive. You're going to be paying per hour, you're going to be going until they make sure that yes, they are sure you can drive before you go for your test. So learn to drive a little bit. It is way cheaper. How much did I learn to drive back home? I think it was 15,000 naira. That's about, how many pounds is that? 15 pounds, I would think. And here, learning to drive per hour, in 2 hours, the one I had, 2 hours was 65 pounds, but in just for 2 hours. And I'm already driving just for them to drive you around, and you show them, and they're going to collect your money. Make sure you update everywhere you've got your address. For instance, if you just come to the country and you're living in, let's say, shared flats, or you're living one place and this is the address you've put in your bank, your PVG, your every document, anything you're doing, they always ask you for your postcode, your house address. If you're leaving that house and you don't update that your address, once things are coming, your mails are coming, your important documents are coming, they'll be going to that former house. And what if you don't have access to that former house again? So it is very, very important that the moment you're changing your house, you're relocating, to remember to update everywhere you can think of that you have changed your address, even your network provider, your electricity provider, your children's school, your bank. Make sure you phone them to say, or mail them to say, I have changed my address and this is my current address. So you're going to have all your information, because they always send mails every day. You're getting mails, you're getting post mail, you're getting mails. So it is very important that you update your mail. If not, you're going to be having some of your information sent back. Like I have loads of mails in this house that does not belong to more than 30. They just keeps coming. Each time they are coming, you have to send them back. They just keep coming because those who have lived in this house before, they did not update that they've moved. So you just keep, even things that are coming from their bank, from their even insurance, are sending things to my house, and it does not carry my name, just because the people who have lived here, they did not remember to update their address. So it is very important once you move house to update house address. And since we're on the issue of house, when you're getting a house, if it's going to be a shared house, try to make sure the house has got good heating. Even if it's not a shared house, any house you're getting, the most priority should be central heating, double glazing. Central heating, double glazing. Repeat after me: central heating, double glazing. Make sure, because this thing, if it doesn't have good heating when there's winter, usually if it's summer, if you're coming in summer, you can easily get into the trap of getting a house that is not going to be well insulated when it's winter. So it's better to get a house that you're sure that the window is double glazed. That means it's double window, and the heating is central heating. The whole house will be properly warm when it is winter. That is the end of my video. Hope you enjoyed my video. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this section. Continue to make your video requests and continue to support me. Continue to watch my videos. I'm really excited. I'm really happy with all the support, and it's really motivating me to do more. And I hope I'm able to give you everything you want. Let me know what type of video you want. Comment down below in the comment section, and remember to click the subscribe button before you go. Turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any video from me again. I will see you again in another video, and until then, stay safe. You can do it. See you. Bye.